Gaming is our therapy. Welcome to the session.
So, I want to thank you for joining me here. As you know, I'm your boy Striker Dark, and right now, I am actually about to get into Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I was able to drag myself through ME1, but now I'm finally on ME2. So happy. I already did the first bit, the escape from the Cerberus place and the finding the camp. Ran the tally. That was fun. So right now we're about to recruit Archangel, the Professor, and the Veteran. But before I get into that, it's it's something I actually want to talk about, because I was watching Young Ye's video that he just released today about Andrew Wilson's lovely little interview with the I forgot who was interviewing him, and oh my god, the balls on this bitch. Oh wow. Oh man, he's either completely tone deaf, oblivious, or he is just that much of a damn snake. This whole interview just felt like he was yelling and screaming that everyone was picking on him. That's what it felt like. But the entire interview just felt like, oh, everyone's picking on us, that's not what we're about. And then he had the balls, I mean the straight up grapefruits, to say that, oh, you going to bed? Alright, nigga, I'll catch you later. Oh, he had the balls to say that we're not about money. Really? Really? I mean, I wish I can go into depth about what was seen in the interview, and I actually don't have the article in question. I am going to try to get it from his from Young Ye's video so that I can go through it myself. But the talking points that Young Ye brought up about the interview, the main premise of it was basically just, oh, everyone's picking on us, and the media is being mean, and the people doing coverage on YouTube are being mean, and our hardcore players also, and our hardcore players also being mean, and the so-called casual players are being mean, and just everyone's being mean. So they're labeling us as villains, and no, we're the good guys. We make these games because we know y'all think they're fun, and the surprise mechanics, they're not bad. They're not gambling. We'll tell you that right now. They're not gambling. But now, oh my god, there was another thing I was heated about a couple days ago, but I can't even remember it right now. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold up. Oh yeah, wow, yeah. Oh my god, this other one, it makes me ashamed to even be a gamer in some instances, because of how the vocal minority of us act and make the rest of us look bad. That whole thing about God of War Ragnarok being pushed back to next year. Okay, am I upset about it? A little bit. Not, after crap like Cyberpunk and Mass Effect Andromeda and all these games that were rushed out and were buggy messes over the past few years, I'm a little more understanding when it comes to delays. But oh my god, these dudes are on here sending this girl, what is her name, Alanah Pearce. Honestly, Alanah, look at me. Let me move this a little closer. On behalf of the more sensible gamers out there, I would like to apologize for the behavior of some of those dickheads that you had to deal with online. Now, I thoroughly respect the fact that you actually took it in stride, that you just kind of joked on it and said, oh yeah, I finally got my stripes. Folks are sending me death threats and rape threats and God knows what other threats, basically calling her everything but a child of God, for God's sake. But I'm glad you took it in stride, and I am, oh my God, I am specifically proud of the boss that, Miss Pearce, understand, you have an awesome boss now, okay? The fact that he stepped up to bat for you almost immediately, because see, a lot of us in some other industries, like me, I work retail maintenance at my job. When it comes to customers, clientele, a lot of those managers still believe the customer's always right, okay? At least to the customer's face. Now, behind the scenes, they talk about them like dogs. But to their face, they will sooner sell their own employees under the bus than admit that they were wrong, okay? And that's real. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You know, they will sell people under the bus. They will make it just all our fault, regardless of the fact if it's not. So, and it kind of irks us a little bit from time to time. But you have Corey Barlog stepped up to bat for you. Now I hope that you appreciate that, because he didn't have to. And understand something, and for you dickheads out there who were sending her these threats to begin with, understand something, guys. Alanah Pearce has no control over anything that happens, the higher up decisions. She has no control over those. That's all Barlog and Sony. That's him. He is the creative director of Santa Monica. He's the one who calls shots. He decides if a game gets delayed or not. Okay? And it's kind of a running thing that they kind of do in the gaming community, not so much in the industry, but in the gaming community. When a decision is made from the higher ups, when the higher ups make a decision, their first move is to attack the ground floor. And honestly, that's kind of the case with any job. Okay, when there's a policy made that a customer does not agree with, we're the ones who hear about it, not the higher ups. So I guess it comes with the territory, but it really shouldn't. People should understand that big stuff like that, big policy moves, big release date moves, things of that nature, that is the job of the higher up. So if you want to complain to someone, complain to them. Complain to the Corey Barlows, complain to the Andrew Wilsons and the Kotiks, complain to them, because they're the ones who make those decisions. But for you to go after someone who just started, so she is base level, it's kind of dumb. It really is. So, and it really irked me when I actually it got to the point I couldn't even finish watching the video because it was just pissing me off so much. That, and this is like the vocal minority. Understand it. A lot of us, we have dealt with these buggy games that release day one and they're just big messes. So, in my personal opinion, if you feel you gotta delay it. Okay? If you feel you gotta push it back. Don't release a game broken. Okay? Because that first impression is key. Ever since I bought Cyberpunk 2077 day one. And the main reason why I bought it is because I wanted to stream it. Now, I still have my PS4 version of it, but I have a PS4 Pro, so it works a little bit better. Okay? But I bought it day one. And that first impression kind of did it for me. I haven't really picked up I got the game staring at me on my desktop. And I haven't picked it up in months. I got to a certain point. I think I got right before we started dealing with the Voodoo Boys, and I just stopped. So first impression is key, and if these developers feel like they got to push something back, push it back. Now, if they push it back multiple times and it's still crap, then you get mad, because that means not only did we have to wait longer for this thing, but it's still a shit show. Pardon my language. But for these guys to go after her, and I mean, I've noticed it as of late a lot of times it's these sexist, trying to be tough boys online, these they're the ones who do it, okay? They're the ones who send these, and I mean terrible things, you know, wishing her to get gang raped and threatening her and her family and all kinds of other messes. It's just dumb. And I mean, it's happened before. This is not the first instance, and much to my dismay, it probably won't be the last. So it's gotten old. It really has. And it's going to keep happening until there's actual repercussions for what these guys do. Okay? Now understand something. Ms. Pearce, understand this. These guys aren't going to do a damn thing. Okay? They rely on anonymity so they can say these things, so they can do these things, and this, that, and the other. They rely on it. So, I'm glad you didn't take it personally. I'm glad you didn't let it get to you. I'm glad you didn't let it break you down. Focus on the game. You got this awesome job. Embrace it, accept it, and just have fun with it, you know. Block out the negative, absorb the positive. Now, if they're being critical the right way, you know, to understand someone being upset. Because, I mean, God of War 1 was a masterpiece. It was beautiful. I played through that game and I loved every second of it. Okay? The way they did the story. It's one of those single player titles that is very hard to put down. Okay? And people want more of that. Especially after that cliffhanger they gave us at the end of the game. So, we can't wait to get that. But at the same time, if we have to wait to make sure that it's playable and that it'll run the way it's supposed to, then by all means. And if you know Cory Barlog, he is not going to release crap. Okay? So if it means I gotta wait another year, so be it. I'm good. That's basically how I was feeling in regards to Kingdom Hearts 3. That was basically how I was feeling in regards to Final Fantasy 7 Remake. I was willing to wait. People just gotta, you know, exercise some level of restraint and patience. You know? So that's all I really wanted to say. You know, it was just it just kind of irked me that was happening, that you had to go through that. So that being said, let's just go ahead and get into the game, shall we?
Thanks for watching, viewer. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more of Striker's content. If you wish to watch these streams live, use the link down below to head to his Twitch channel. As Striker would always say, be cool, God bless, and game on.